We're just gonna put however much this is.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
I love TikTok. TikTok is so fun and it's so time consuming because you just can't stop watching.
I, like many others, got into TikTok during the quarantine. I made a video where I tried out fashion TikTok hacks and I loved basically all of them.
I haven't really delved deep into the world of TikTok hacks. I know there are a lot and people always share them. I want to walk away with at least one that I do often.
I have pretty high expectations for these hacks because I did the fashion ones and I think they were really good.
So let's get into these hacks.
The first hack I'm gonna try today is one that helps you get the most out of cheap mascara. You take the wand of an expensive mascara and the formula of a cheap mascara,
and you clean off the whole wand so there's no mascara on it. According to this hack, the formula for the actual mascara for a lot of these brands is pretty similar, and the big difference actually comes with the wand.
Let's get rid of this brush. And okay, well, obviously there's a size discrepancy, but you know what? It's okay.
It looks like it's coated, so let's get in there. I do still feel like the mascara, like the actual mascara in the tube, isn't as good as the mascara in the Laura Mercier one.
The expensive mascara from Benefit is one I've been using for years, and I already feel like it's the exact same effect. It feels like this is really doing something.
It looks okay. Like, it definitely has mascara on and there isn't any clumping, but I do feel like there's a difference in the formula. I just feel like I need a couple more layers of mascara to look like how it normally looks when I use the expensive one.
I'll see how it works out throughout the day, but so far, really, it looks exactly the same.
For this hack, you're gonna need a smart TV that has access to the internet and YouTube, because I'm going to get a ring light from the screen.
I'm super excited about this hack because it just seems so simple, yet I've never thought of it. So let's go to YouTube. And then you just search ring light.
We'll go with the first one. It says screen ring light, 10 hours free download.
So I darkened the room. This is before, and now I'm gonna turn on the ring light. Okay. Oh yeah, you can really see the difference. And I feel like I'm more evenly lit now. The camera doesn't show how dark my apartment is right now, but it's pretty dark.
This is my face. The screen ring light, that's so weird. It's definitely not as strong as using like an actual ring light, but my face is way more illuminated, which is crazy.
I think it would work even better if I got even closer to the TV. So yeah, that was a great hack. I would totally recommend that. That is a win.
The next hack is a little more complicated. This time I'm gonna use eyeshadow as lip liner.
So first she just hydrates her lips. I'm just gonna use lip balm.
And then it looks like she uses a soft matte lip. So I have that color. The color scares me a bit because I usually don't use a color like this pink.
That is very light for my lips. There's obviously definitely a chance this is not gonna look great on me because my skin tone's different, but we'll see.
Next step, this e.l.f. eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the darkest color because my lips are pretty pigmented.
Basically, these two colors put together.
These are just a little bit too light to line my lips.
This is not going on well for me. It's so powdery and like messed up.
Let me try one more coat and then we're gonna go in with the top gloss.
I found the culprit for why it didn't work, this lip brush. I ended up just getting one of these old school things and it worked way better. So, as you see, yeah, it does work. I was just freaking out for nothing.
The last step she did is to use this lip plumping gloss. So let me put that on top.
Ooh, it's pretty. I mean, hers looks better, but this isn't far off. I don't personally like this color on me, but I have a ton of different eyeshadow colors, so now I have a ton of different lip liner colors. Definitely think it works.
There is some difference. It's not as dark as I'm used to with my lip liners. However, I do think that this overall looks like a good makeup look in general.
I'm so excited to try this eyelash glue liner. I feel like it's gonna make putting on eyelashes so much easier and so much cleaner.
You're supposed to just apply this as you would a regular eyeliner and just put your lash right on top of it. So far, it just looks like a regular eyeliner.
I'm trying to do this gently, but also fast because I don't want it to like get super dry before I put on the lash.
So far, it just feels like regular eyeliner.
it attached really quickly.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, this is definitely sticking. Is it sticking in the direction that I need it to stick though?
I don't know if there's like magnetic stuff in here, but the lash literally like hopped onto that liner.
This is 100% stuck on my lids. Wow.
This bad boy is on. What? That's the quickest I have ever put on a fake eyelash.
This has really blown my mind. It just feels like the thing that should have existed instead of lash glue from the very beginning.
I really love this hack because it's definitely 2-in-1. The eyeliner looks really good, the lash is on there. It's a lot more clean than if I tried to just do the normal way to do fake eyelashes.
This hack is a DIY way of cleaning your makeup brushes. I definitely need that. I have one that I'm gonna try out right now. It's got a lot of foundation in it.
I don't always think, oh, I need to buy makeup brush cleaner until I look at my brushes and I'm like, what are we gonna do about this?
So this hack is dish soap, vinegar, and lime juice and water. The only thing is it doesn't tell you how much of each to put in.
I have a bunch of water and I'm just gonna put some dish soap. I don't know how much to put in. Some of the vinegar into here. We're just gonna put however much this is.
So this is the brush. I don't know if you can see, but that is not the brush, that is foundation.
I use this brush a lot for like putting on some blush.
Swirl it in the mixture. I'm gonna swirl it quite aggressively, I think. And then she says, let it sit for 20. So I'm just gonna do 20 seconds, I guess, because that seems, 20 minutes seems like a long time.
I feel like this is working. Yeah, because the water is getting a lot darker. This is another brush that I use. Swirl it around in here as well.
Then you have to wash out the brush.
Oh yeah. Ew. She pours this down the sink to show, and there is quite a lot of foundation in there.
To be honest, my brush just has too much stuff in it, and I think I'm gonna need to wash it a few more times before it works. It has gotten into it and it's loosened the foundation, but it's definitely not clean. So I would say it works. I just think you need to do it a few times if you have a really dirty brush.
It worked really well, but I do feel like I could have washed this brush a little bit better. When I was doing the little swirling thing, it didn't really get into every nook and cranny of this brush.
The next TikTok hack is one that gives you a little facelift using concealer.
I don't think you necessarily need to lift your face, but if you wanted to try it, this is us seeing if it'll work.
I'm gonna do this only on one side of my face so you can hopefully see the difference. It looks like she's putting strokes of the concealer on a few different parts of her face and then blending it in.
So you get concealer that is darker than your face, so it's more like contour. I hope this is the right color for me.
On her nose, like here is the first place she does it. On her eye right here.
I have eyeshadow on, but your eye, your chin.
2 stripes right here on her forehead, right here on her cheekbone.
Like an abstract painting. All right, and then she just blends. Blend it away. Oh my God, this is not gonna blend. Oh my God. Well, this is my fault, I'm sure. Well, I see the idea. I'm gonna fix this off camera.
Okay, so far, not really seeing much of a difference. This is the final look. Can't really tell. It might be the lighting. I do see some shadows on this side. I don't know if the shadows equate to like a facelift effect.
I took it off, put it on lighter. It still isn't blended that well. Do I look lifted on this side? I think I just look a little orange on this side. I probably used a concealer that's too dark. I mean, I understand the concept behind it and I definitely think it worked on her.
I think I would try this again, maybe with like a different concealer or a different color concealer.
This hack looks really interesting because it is a way to make your false eyelashes look more like eyelash extensions instead of a strip lash. And it's by putting them on underneath your eyelashes instead of on top.
You put on eyelash glue to hold these. So that means the eyelash glue is that much closer to my eyeball. We'll see how this goes.
All right, I got my lash, pretty large. And then I'll put the other one on top so you can see the difference. Obviously, you should put the glue on the outside, not the inside, because you're gonna be sticking it upwards.
Ooh, kind of put a lot. So I put the eyelash glue on top of this lash and I'm trying to let it dry and be tacky because that's what she said to do.
You really have to open your eye very wide. The corner doesn't want to go on.
This is hard. I just don't know if I'm underneath my lash. Not too bad.
It's interesting because it's making me look more like doe-eyed than normal because it's kind of covering up some of my eyeball, but I'm not mad at it.
It wasn't the most comfortable thing ever to do, but I will say it looks good. There's no like awkward mascara eyelash line on top because it's all hidden.
Let's put the other one on normally and see if it looks different. Okay, here they are both on. I do think they look kind of different. If you look at this one, I think it looks almost fuller, and this one is more like spidery.
It does work and it looks really good. I'm still not super comfortable putting anything that close to my eyeball. I mean, she looked good.
I can tell a difference. I guess it depends what kind of look I want for the night. Kind of like both of them in their own ways.
I would definitely recommend using TikTok hacks. They're so creative.
Whether you're a beauty novice or a beauty expert, there's a hack out there for you.
You're gonna find cool ways to use products that you hadn't thought of.